Welcome back to another episode of Problematic the Podcast. Who I got in the building with me today?
Jadoefromthetrap, coming from York, Pennsylvania.
York, Pennsylvania. Oh, you're the first artist? No. Yeah, you're definitely the first artist I've got up here from York.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fire.
What's it like out there?
Uh,
I've never really been there. I had some cousins that grew up in foster care that was out there, but other than that, I've never really experienced the land.
I ain't gonna lie, it used to be decent a couple years ago when we was younger and shit, but as you get older, it's like a bunch of crabs in a bucket type of city. We 5 miles big, so it's like it's nothing going on unless you got something going on.
It's really 5 miles big, or is that
Yes,
you
no, it's really
exaggerating?
5 miles big.
Dang.
If you Google how big York, PA is, it's like a 5 mile radius to how big our city is.
Then this is a small city too, so I can't even imagine.
Hmm.
You
It's
get a lot
little.
of you are close to Baltimore though, so I see like a lot of people from that area going back and forth.
Mhm.
I guess because that's the other closest big city.
Yeah, we travel. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people from York travel up to Baltimore just to party because it's not really going on in our city. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
nothing. It's the same shit that's been going on for the past couple years. I don't know. It's not really no type of emotional, nothing that has to do with music, nothing that's really. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just nothing. Like it's nothing
It be
going
dead
on.
out there.
Yeah, it's dead. It's
There's
just a bunch of
not a lot of
bullshit.
entertainment outlets, you know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's just a bunch of negative. I tell you, it's a bunch of negative energy. That's it. I'm ready to go. Like I don't even. I can't. I feel like me personally, I can't prosper there. I love where I came from, but it's just as I got older, it just everything died down. Everybody dying. They going to jail. Problematic. Everybody. It's just too. It's too much. It's not where once you get older, you got kids. You try and prosper. You're not going to level up if you stay there. Type shit.
No, that makes sense. So what's the story behind the name Jado from the Trap?
So I ain't gonna lie, growing up, me and my family, I ain't gonna lie, we was big fans of Glow Gang. So you know the nigga Tato that's close to Chief
Hmm.
Keef. We was trolling one day, being funny, oh, because I thought Tato was cute back in the day. So my cousins and shit thought that was funny. So they'll be like, "What the fuck, da da?" And then start calling me Jado because I really like the nigga Tato. And from the trap, that kind of came with Chief Keef had a song, and he said something like Fredo in the trap getting hot, but it kind of corresponded to the way I grew up. You feel
Okay.
me? I grew up, I ain't gonna lie, I grew up in like a trap house. Uh, I don't even know how to kick it, but I grew up in like a crack house. I ain't gonna lie. Um, from like probably one all the way till I was like 11, and then I decided to move out. It was a bunch of in and out, a bunch of traffic. I didn't know what was really going on till I started getting older, and then I start feeling the energy and shit, and I just knew I wasn't comfortable. And then I kind of left, but that's really where like I kind of put the name together on some trolling shit.
From the Trap.
Hmm. Just based off of Chief Keef though. That's really where it stemmed from Tato, and then his bar saying Fredo in the trap getting hot off that gun smoke. So I kinda took it, and I'm like, "You know what? Like, I really do live in the trap," like and then once I start rapping, it just stuck to me. So since I was, like, 14, one of my cousins kinda gave me that name, and I had that name for, like, over 10 years, but it kinda became a brand, you know what I mean, as time went on, and
Wow.
everybody just kept calling me that.
When did the music shift from like something you do to this is my career? Like what made you solidify it? Like, all right, I'm doing this now.
I'd say my homeboy Zooted, uh, 'cause I've been recording since 2019, and I think I started taking this shit serious in, like, 2021. I had, like, a young boy from out my hood, his name is Zooted, and he was fire, he was 15 when he first started rapping, and shout out Zoo, free Zoo. Um, and we dropped a song together called "Blicked Up," and it kinda bubbled in our city. Mind you, I told you we 5 miles big.
Right.
And it bubbled, and I started to get, like, a lot of recognition from the song and shit, and everybody just was like, "Yo, you're fire, keep going," type shit. So that's kinda where I decided, like, "You know what? Imma keep going," and from there, I just kept recording, kept doing videos and shit like that.
So what was the hardest season of your grind and what kept you from tapping out?
I say the hardest season was probably around the time when my homeboy got killed. He died. I was with him when he had passed away. So it kind of fucked my mental up. Um, I say it took me like 3 years to actually mentally get over that shit. Not even get over it, but like get back to normal reality. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what kept me going was really people like in my ear, like, nah, like you got it. Like, and it's not too like I said, we're from a small city. It's not too many females out there that rap. So the amount of people that would constantly tell me over and over, like, Jado, you got it, keep going, keep going. And then my homeboy, before he passed away, he used to go to studio sessions with me, and I was ass. Like, I was ass. Like, I knew I had the bars, but I used to write specifically, and I would read, like, and I would record like I'm reading. You know what I mean?
You had no flow yet.
Yeah, I ain't have no flow. I just knew I knew how to hear the beat and throw it together.
Right.
But when he died, I just kept thinking about all the shit he would tell me, like, "Yo, you got it, just keep going, keep practicing," and then everybody else in my ear for it. But I say the hardest time was when he got killed, and then when I got diagnosed with my disease and shit, when I got sick. I said that's what really stopped me. I had got pregnant and then I got sick. So that's the only time I really took a break was that when he died and then me getting pregnant and then me getting sick, you know what I mean? So other than that, I never stopped, but
If we scroll back to your earliest drops, what's the biggest difference between Jado and Jado in 2025?
if I would go back to then to now,
Hmm.
I was a big crash out. I was a crash out and I wasn't confident in my music. Like I was more so questioning myself. Like I would look for everybody else for validation and now I know what's up. Like now I know I got it. Like now I hop in a booth and I'm like, damn, like I know I can do this. You know what I mean? I don't need nobody around to validate what I'm saying, how I'm sounding. Like I like opinions, but back then I would look around the room like, is this good? Y'all think this? I cared too much about what people were saying. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand that. Sometimes you need those inside opinions, but yes men kind of fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah, you can't take no criticism from a yes man. My homeboys wasn't like that though. I ain't going. My homeboys are literally like, yo, nah, that shit ass. Some of them like,
But
I
that's
had a
what you
couple.
need.
Yeah, you need that though.
That's what
Like,
you need
hell
because
yeah.
when if they tell you first, what I mean, you'd rather hear from them first than 100 people that ain't them later.
Exactly. You be like, damn, I really should quit. Nah, my homeboys would tell me the truth. Like, and I had a habit of sending it to a lot of my homeboys first. Like, what you think? What you think? And once I knew, like, once they start like validating it, I'm like, all right, I'm getting the hang of it. Cause like I said in the beginning, I would just read off my notes and I would sound like I'm reading. But once I got that confidence, I feel like my cadence came after. You know what I mean?
Right. Trap season just hit a milestone. What did you record? Like, what made you record that record?
That was a couple years ago. Me and my homegirl
It's still doing
Cache.
numbers though.
Yeah, we hit what? I think it's like 1.3 million.
Hmm.
Yeah, me and my homegirl Cache, we did that shit on some humbug shit. I knew I had the beat and I had like the hook written and I think I had one verse. And I had went up to Pro Sounds in Harrisburg and I did it. Rico, shout out Rico. That's my boy. Rico, I think Rico's the one that recorded that shit, I believe. Damn, I hope it was Rico. If not, I'm sorry. I think it was you, Rico. But I think Rico recorded that, and me and Cache was supposed to do a whole different song. And I heard the beat. I'm like, sister, just get on it, just hop on it. She wasn't feeling the beat at first. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm telling you, do the beat. She hopped on it. We played that bitch back in the stool, and everybody was vibing. When we dropped it, the video, everybody just fucked with it. It went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. People was booking us for events and had, you know what I mean? It was just gaining a lot of attraction.
That's
But
what's up. It took off
yeah, it
like a
took
record's
off.
supposed to,
Mhm.
organically.
Yeah, it was definitely a hit.
So looking at songs like Trap Season, Felony, Trap Back Open, what phase of your life do you think those records document?
Trap Back Open. Trying to think. Trap Back Open. When I dropped that and recorded that, I was 20 weeks pregnant when I actually dropped Trap Back Open. Nobody knew it. So I was
Damn.
actually pregnant, still shooting and recording and doing videos and shit like that. What's the last song you just mentioned?
Felony?
Felony? Yeah, that was all in the Felony. Damn. I got chemo brain, I ain't gonna lie. So my timelines ain't up to par, but I don't know. It wasn't too crazy. I know I was just still grieving over my homeboy dying, you know what I mean? So
Right.
that's it,
That takes
like
a while.
yeah, it took me a couple years to
Especially
get
you said
past
you've
it.
seen it, so I know that it's still on your
Yeah.
mind.
That took me a couple years to get over, but I just knew that I wanted to keep going around that time. Like that's about it. I just knew I wanted to keep pushing, keep it going. I was still fighting like depression and shit like that, but I wasn't really showing it. You know what I mean? I ain't want to wear that shit on my sleeve. It was still hard though. It was a hard time.
You'll never project any of that in your music.
Mm, I got one song where I'm projecting that shit. I got one song where I'm projecting it. It's a song called "Do It," and it's really about my homeboys getting killed and shit like that. And that's probably like one of the only pain songs I've really got out. I think. Yeah, that's definitely the only pain song I have out. Um, that's the only time I ever projected. I have a lot of songs written that I never dropped though, that I talk about a lot of shit that I never had the balls to really like push it out there. You know what I mean?
You gotta get some pain music in there.
For sure.
When people call your music trap, what do you hope they really hear?
Say it again.
I said, when people call your music trap, what do you hope they really hear?
I want them to hear I rap. It's no rap
Survival,
cat.
fun,
I like them. I want to be
reality.
versatile. So like right now, I feel like people's going off the fun sounds. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Hmm.
But I want to reach a point where I'm able to talk about my reality and all of that because I got a story behind me. I'm not gonna lie. I've been through some shit. For a female at that, I've been through a lot more than most. And a lot of people around me can't really relate. You know what I mean? A lot of grown ass men can't even relate to what the fuck I've been through. So I do eventually want to reach a peak where I'm expressing myself on some like real life shit. But right now, I feel like the generation and the era that we're in, it's like,
It's real fun.
yeah, it's fun. They want to hear ass shaking and they want to hear the catchy beats.
You
But I
got a
feel
hookah
like,
on camera right now. It's fun.
yeah, I feel like gotta get away. I feel like once you gain that momentum and that buzz that you're looking for, I feel like then you can be versatile more. You know what I mean? Because like once you gain that attraction with one sound and one type of vibe, that's what they're looking for more and more and more. But I feel like once your fans and shit get to know you, then they all right, what else you got? So I feel like I want I want to drop a little bit of everything. Reality, fun, ass shaking, trap music for the niggas, for the bitches, like everything. Like I definitely and I'm versatile. I know I am. So I definitely want to get to a point where I'm expressing myself in all them, you know what I mean? In all them aspects.
I feel you. You and Cash Capri have a real duo energy. How'd y'all connect?
We connected through a mutual friend in York, PA. She basically texted me, was like, "Yo, I got a homegirl named Cache. She do music, and I think y'all two will be fire together." I followed her. We DM'd each other back and forth for a little bit, and then I think she did my hair for the first, cause she did hair. She did my hair, and we clicked. Like that was my homegirl. I ain't gonna lie, like we clicked off the bat, and the first song we did was Trap Season, I believe, and it
Nice.
bubbled. That's what I'm saying. And then from there, everybody looked at us like, "Oh shit, y'all two." And yeah, we just was rocking ever since.
Any other York artists that you be featuring or working with? Like if you had to build like a 5 artist cipher out there, including yourself, so it'd be you and 4 others.
Me and four others, like
Yeah.
four other artists.
Hmm.
I say Zooted, EBK Zooted. Uh, I would do a song with the nigga Kobe. Kobe Fire. I ain't gonna lie. There's a nigga named GBG Capo. My bad. GBG Capo. Fire. He just started dropping. I feel like not too long ago though, but he's fire. I'm trying to think. My homeboy Fresh. 450 Friggity. That's my boy. He's fire too. How many was that? Three.
Hmm.
Trying to
No,
think.
that might have been it. That might have been 4. You said Fresh, Zooted,
Capo.
Capo. Oh yeah, one more.
Now don't beat me up if I don't say y'all name, cause y'all know I can't fucking think straight. Damn. Trying to think. It's a couple of my homeboys that was rapping, but I'm trying to think of like my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I say Fresh, Zoo, Kobe, and Capo. Yeah, that was 4.
bet. 2026 artists are basically like content creators too. What's part of the social grind do you actually enjoy?
I enjoy the feedback because sometimes
Like the comments and shit?
yeah,
Okay.
I do. Cause sometimes I'll drop something and be skeptical, and the people will love it. Like I'm like, nah, I can't drop this. There's so much shit I posted on my Instagram or whatever, and I'm like, nah. And I'll be thinking about deleting it, and then it just gain momentum. Like the comments, the interactions, the feedback. I think that's what I enjoyed the most, like the feedback. You know what I mean?
Right. What do you want a new follower to feel the first time they land on your page?
My energy. I want them to, even though I'm just rapping, I want them, because me personally, when I'm listening to an artist and I'm watching their page and shit, I'm like, yeah, I like this bitch. Like that's the type of shit I want. Like I want them to like understand that this ain't just for music. Like this is my personality, this is my lifestyle, this is my energy, this is the vibes I give off. I just want them to fuck with me naturally. You know what I mean?
For sure. I seen that you did the behind the scenes for the Say No More video on there for S&M.
That's a no.
Like how intentional are you about showing people behind the scenes as opposed to like the finished product? You want to make sure that your fans get to see the work too, or
Now that's something new for me. I'm not gonna lie, cause I was winging it. I wasn't really got it with this music shit. Like I had a few people reach out for management growing up, but like I never took it too serious because I had so much going on. But damn, say it again. Keep that part, but crop it if you have to. Ask it again, cause why the fuck did my mind go blank?
no? You were good. It was like how intentional are you about showing the process versus the final product?
Yeah. So in the beginning, I wasn't really big on that. But now I see why people want to see. Cause me watching other artists and shit like that, I be like, oh, that's fire. Like in the making, you watching the videos get done, the behind the scenes, the studio, like content's everything. But
Right.
back then, growing up, like I said, I didn't really have no management, so I didn't know that that was important.
It is.
So
It's more important now than it's ever been.
yeah, I
Back then,
agree.
artists used to just have to rap. You rap, and
Get
that'd be
what
the
they
end of it.
saying. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you got to be a content creator. It's part of it.
exactly. I agree.
Like you recently linked with one of the biggest content creators I know. Does he help behind the scenes with some content?
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy?
Yeah, Fat Boy's cool. I ain't gonna lie. Fat Boy definitely he put me on. We was out in Orlando, and I know Cache and HBK, they had a platform to go on, and I was watching them and shit. And cause I'm not Fat Boys, I'm not signed. I didn't sign yet. So well, I didn't sign at all, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
it just seemed like a cosign. I know he does like
yeah,
heavy content.
yeah, he does heavy content.
So HBK signed?
Yeah, HBK signed.
Okay.
They're both signed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um I know that, the same platforms they was going on, I was like, "Yo, I'm trying to do it." And he was
Right.
with it. He allowed me to do it. I did the Lit Factory, the tracks on the track with him. I think it's in the back seat. That's another platform, shit like that. So yeah, it was cool. He definitely had open arms for the situation.
That's tough. That's real decent that, you just tagging along and he ain't making you sign no paperwork to help get on, to help your career out. Fat Boy's cool. You know what I mean? When I
Nah,
met
he,
him,
he definitely cool.
he was a
He
cool
he
guy. I got a
offered me a
picture of him sleep
contract.
right there in that chair.
Do you? Oh, you say you got a picture of him here? Nah, yeah, he offered me a contract and shit. But we didn't get to that point yet.
I see how that goes. It's business. You see yourself staying independent for the long run, or are you open to a label situation?
I'm definitely open to a label situation if it makes sense. You know what I mean? I feel like I know my potential and what I offer and what I bring, so I don't want to settle for less or something that's going to hold me down or keep me stuck in a position where I could have did this shit on my own. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like with me being confident with my craft and my aura and just everything all in one, like I just feel like I can go to the moon. So, like I said, I don't want to settle for nothing that's not making sense.
What's something you learned in the music business the last year that changed how you move?
Something I learned in the last year. Mm, you gotta be mindful how you move, what you say. I feel like the music industry is just like the streets almost. it could be messy. Like you gotta a lot of people that's musically inclined, they're kind of connected in like some sort of way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I just feel like you gotta watch. You just gotta be strategic with this shit. You can't just jump head first because it's an opportunity or somebody got some type of motion or whatever the fucking case is. You just gotta really be mindful of how you do it, what you do it, because with this music shit, you're always on camera, you're always in the limelight, you know what I mean? And I feel like everything could get taken and misconcepted and get turned and twisted into ways that it don't need to be.
For
So
sure.
basically just being mindful with what you say and do as an artist, because now you're a face and everybody's looking at you a certain type of way, I guess.
Right. And that shit could change quick.
Oh man, yes. They will paint an image of you so fast.
What does success look like for you beyond like music streams? What's the lifestyle or impact you're chasing with this music?
Stability for my kids. I say like financial freedom, peace. I don't want to be rich and chaotic. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's not fun. I could have stayed broke in that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying
rich
to.
rich crash out doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. For all that, I could have stayed at the level I was at with the peace I was. You know what I mean? They say more money, more problems, but I feel like the most important part of it is being at peace with yourself, with the situation, with everything. But mainly like financial freedom and mentally like being stable. You know what I mean?
So 5 years from now, what does your world look like? Music, business, and personal.
I just want everybody to know me for my craft. Like even if I don't make it to like an industry level, um, I just want people to know like, yo, that bitch is hard. Like she could rap, she talented, she's this, she's that. Like even if it's not like I said, it don't gotta be industry big, but as long as people know what's up. My kids is mainly what I'm striving for. I got two boys. So, and I'm out here alone doing it, you know what I mean? Like their dads is incarcerated. So I just like I said, the last question, I just want financial freedom for the most part, you know what I mean?
What's a line from one of your own songs that feels like a personal mantra? Like something you really stand on?
Damn. It's funny because I be randomly blurting out my bars all day.
We
Um, damn, that's a hard one.
can skip it.
Oh, you just made my brain think.
That's what this is for.
Oh fuck. Damn. Nah, cause that's a good question. I just can we come back to it?
Yeah,
Alright, yeah, because 'cause Imma think about it. You might have to give me a song so I could think of a bar from the specific song.
gotcha. If your life had a warning label, what would it say?
Damn, that's a hard one too, nigga. If it had a warning label,
Yeah.
beware of those around you.
Beware of those around you. Your life?
My life?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cause the people you say you love and you like me, I'm so genuine and deep hearted with this shit. I'm such a lover and like I be open arms with this shit and people be really don't fuck with you the way you fuck with them. So it's like be aware of those that surround you. Like, yeah, like watch who's around you. Cause that's my main downfall is I be so big hearted and genuine that I give my, you know what I mean? And I don't get it back. So it kind of be fucking my head up. So it's like now that I'm getting older, I'm learning like, you know what I mean, reciprocate the energy. If somebody's showing you something, take it as that. Don't keep being a nice guy and keep, oh, but I love him and I care and you know what I mean? It's not, nah, you take that shit for what it is and you run with it. You don't sit there and keep trying to be the nice guy and be genuine when they're not reciprocating. I don't like that shit. And I learned that because growing up, I was always such a sweetheart and low key a pushover until I start going through shit. I'll say when my friend got killed, that's when my whole demeanor switched. But even now, I'm 27 years old and I'm still going through that shit. Like people that's really, really close to me is showing signs I never seen before. So beware of those around you. That's what the fuck. Yeah.
Man, you really got into that one. I dig it.
Yeah.
What's a hill you'll die on when it comes to this music?
Repeat that.
A hill that you'll die on when it comes to this music. Like something you'll argue with anybody about.
My respect. Like me personally, as a female, I ain't gonna lie. I got a not. I don't even want to say a lot of heart, but I stand on what I believe in, and it's like I believe in not being disrespected. Like I will fight a grown ass man over some dumbass shit, cause you talk to me sideways, some shit like that. I don't. It don't sit well with me, and I have a lot of morals, and when it comes to a lot of shit, like I grew up around a lot of boys, men. You know what I mean? In
Mhm.
the streets too. Like I grew up around a lot of street shit. So morals is big, especially because I was in it, you know what I mean? So it's like when I see grown ass men moving a certain way or females acting a certain way and they're interacting with street niggas or whatever, it's just like morals and you know what I mean? I feel like when somebody's not moving at I don't know how to explain it. Like if somebody's not abiding by the way we grew up, it kind of throws me off a little bit because it's like as a female, I adapted. So why the fuck is this grown ass man that been around for 10 years not adapting to this shit? So I guess you could say that.
You're a woman in a space that's heavy on street talk and club energy. What's something people still misunderstand about women who make trap music?
I feel like they judge a lot off of the fact that like we're women. So it's like, Cotty, close the door. Ask that again.
so,
She's stop giving her shot.
so you're
Sorry
you're a woman in a space that's heavy on street talk and club energy. What's something people still misunderstand about women that make trap music?
that we're women. I feel like because we're women, they feel like, oh, this bitch just want to be down. She just want to be in the mix. But nah, this was some trap is really my name for a reason. Like I really was like one female out of 15 niggas. You feel me? So I feel like we're underestimated. Like when bitches do rap, like you can listen to a bitch song and know she mean that shit. And you
Right.
can listen to another bitch song and notice that like, all right, you're just chatting. But I feel like me personally and people that know me personally, they know what's up. So it's like, I don't know, that's really a life like not a lifestyle. I'm not bragging on it, but it's really the way I grew up. So I feel like we're underestimated as females in a masculine type of situation. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. You ever felt pressure to soften your image or your bars?
Hell yeah. I kinda let people's opinions kinda like, you know what I mean? Like push me down mentally. I don't know how to explain it, but being that I'm a girl in the type of situation that I grew up in, you know what I mean? I feel like I was judged for it. Now the niggas and bitches that knew me, they was like, all right, this is really her. But the outside, oh, she wants to be this and she wants to be that. So I kind of started to think like, all right, maybe I do need to soften it up and change it because I do come off aggressive. And growing up, I was a fighter. I talk crazy. You know what I mean? It's just it was something that was with me. But I feel like the outsiders is the one or like men that I was entertaining, they would and men that weren't used to me, I would say, would be like, "Why you act like that? Why you so tough? Why you so aggressive?" And that would get in my head like, "Damn, maybe I do gotta calm down." You know what I mean? So definitely thought about softening it up, but it's just me.
Don't soften it, man. You don't seem too tough.
No, I'm not. I'm a sweetheart. I'm a sweetheart. I swear. I just grew up in that environment and made me a certain type of way, and the way I was raised with my homeboys and shit like that. Yeah.
So I see you got uh bad bitches get cancer too as a hashtag on your IG. Is that you referring to yourself?
Yeah, I had got diagnosed when like a little bit after my 25th birthday. Um, I was having complications. I was pregnant, I had my second son. The whole pregnancy was complicated, and then after I gave birth, I had like developed a lot of like symptoms that wasn't normal. And I had went and got checked, and they found a really large tumor in my chest. I'd say like 7, 8 centimeters big, but it was causing like my breathing to fuck up and my right arm actually went limp. I couldn't even use it no more. So that was concerning. And mind you, while I was pregnant, I kept going to the hospital telling them like I felt funny, I couldn't breathe right. So after I gave birth, they finally looked into it. They like false diagnosed me with carpal tunnel because my whole like I said, my whole right arm went limp. I couldn't use that bitch. And I just kept pushing, like, advocating for myself. I knew, like, something wasn't right, and then that same night after I got that X-ray, I read in my portal, like, large mestangial mass in the chest area, and then that week, I went in, it's like, "Yeah, we think you got cancer, like, this, we gotta do a biopsy." I went into, like, immediate surgery. Um And they found out I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 2, because I had a tumor up under my collarbone, and I had a tumor like on the growing off the wall of my heart on this side. Um, so they took like immediate precautions. They just wanted us to get into it because my air, like I said, my breathing was getting bad. My arm was damn near paralyzed. So they hurry up, put me in surgery. They couldn't take the whole tumor out because of the fact that, like I said, it's growing off the wall of my heart. So yeah, I fucking went through that. And then as soon as they figured out it was Hodgkin's lymphoma, I went through 8 rounds of chemo. I ended up in the ICU a couple times. My body was rejecting the chemo. It wasn't really taking well, so I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I had so much complications. The doctors kept saying, "Oh, we never seen this before," type shit. It was just a bunch of up in the air, like not knowing shit. So it was scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like the doctors was acting like, "Oh, we never." I guess because my cancer's so curable, but it was giving me hell, and they wasn't used to that. They I guess they was used to like more smooth sailing with that type of cancer.
Mhm.
My body wasn't agreeing with that shit. So I went through 8 rounds. I ended up hospitalized a few times. I couldn't even take care of my kids. Like my family had to branch out and help me. I lost everything. I ended up homeless behind that shit. Yeah, I lost the crib. I was in medical school, I had a job. I lost everything. Like I couldn't keep up with nothing. It was hard, I ain't gonna lie. And then
It sound man, fuck cancer.
yeah,
It sounds rough.
it's crazy. And
And you're
then
so young too. My mother, R.I.P. She just passed about 2 years ago with cancer, but thank God she caught it older and not when she was younger.
young.
We were there to help her.
Yeah. See, that's a big part of it too, support and a fucking village. I didn't have that really. I had a
Mm.
few people in my corner, but for the most part, I was at them appointments by myself. I shut a lot of people out too. I'm not gonna lie. I think mentally I wasn't there. So I kind of like shut everybody out. I didn't really want to deal with the shit.
That's kind of natural because you don't know what's about to happen to you.
Yeah, and mentally I wasn't even myself. Like, and I just felt like I was pushing my negativity on everybody else, and the people that I did want around was kind of mistreating me. You know what I mean? So I didn't. None of my friends was really front and center. Like I said, I had a few homeboys, homegirls reaching out and shit, but I would kind of just like fuck this shit. Like, but after that, I had went through 20 rounds of radiation and that didn't do nothing for me. It just fucked up my vocal cords and burnt my skin. Like it didn't shrink the tumor, nothing. So now
Damn.
I'm up in the air. Like I'm still fighting. I just stopped going to by choice. I stopped going to my appointments and my treatment and shit. So I just actually it's crazy. I just had an appointment today and I got a scan and it's still active, but it's not spreading. So that's a good thing. It's just the fact that I still gotta possibly they want me to go through more treatment to, try to kill this shit the whole way off because there's still a risk of it growing, spreading, all this extra shit. So yeah, it's a lot.
No, I understand. I
It's a lot.
watched somebody go through it,
Yeah, your mom, that's crazy. How
and
long was your mom fighting?
I want to say like 4 or 5 years. Before we get out of here, tell the people where they can find you at.
You could find me on IG, Jado from the Trap, all platforms, Jado from the Trap. Um, all my music is out. My latest single is okay. I just went viral on World Star. Check me out. I just went viral on Instagram. Look me up. Yeah.